Hello viewers and welcome to the eSeniors GT3 Championship Summer Fun taking place at Laguna Seca, and it's a dusk race. Now hopefully you can hear me. I've had one or two technical difficulties getting the stream going, but I do believe I'm hopefully there now, and you should all be able to see what I'm observing. The stream should be coming through fine, and if anyone is watching, has anyone got a sound check for me just to confirm that the sound is actually working? As I said, it feels like it is. I've got all the signals to say sound is coming through. I'm sure you guys will tell me otherwise, and that feedback I would appreciate. If there's anyone watching at the moment, mainly because I probably have changed the link, and what I need to do is I need to get the link for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get that link and put it into Discord. Because there'll be people complaining they can't watch it. There you go. It's now linked. I'm probably a bit rusty, having not done this for a while, but it is what it is. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we'll all enjoy ourselves. That would be top notch, wouldn't it? I'm going to change how I'm viewing the stream. For obvious reasons, I want to make sure I can see exactly what's being pushed out there. It does look like Krista's streaming as well. I'm fighting with Mr. Hjort, am I? It's no problem. We'll see how that goes. And I can confirm sound is coming through. I've just heard that on my stream myself. So, right, I'm going to do a few little changes because I can see that some of the graphics are a little bit small, just so you can see them, because they're all set up for a 1080p resolution, and obviously not 1080p and 4K, so a lot of my graphics were set up on a smaller resolution. I'll just change that. Hi Willie. So this track, I have to say, I hate it. I did like it. I've fallen out of love with it a little bit, especially with the tracks that are available now. I've converted to the Audi this season to give the Audi a good run. And I appreciate certain cars work well on certain tracks. The Audi doesn't like this track, it's fair to say. And no matter how much I thrash it, I just can't get it doing a competitive lap time. When I say competitive, I can get in the 123s, but I can't keep it up throughout the race. So, bit of a struggle. I'll still race it, but I'll probably change my setup because the back end is really, really loose, and I do struggle keeping the back end down, mainly because of the way I drive. So we're currently on board in the black BMW, which is Andy Goddard. We're out on. We've got 11 minutes of qualifying left to go, and the car that's looking favourite round here is the Porsche. The Porsche is extremely quick, and I'm just going to move some of these messages so that you can see them a little bit better, because for obvious reasons we can't see what's coming through there, so I can move them and make them appear better. And that one there, I'm going to move that into the middle and make that one a little bit bigger as well. So when there is a faster lap, you'll see it a bit clearer. Okay, so hopefully you'll see faster lap next time. The Porsche is looking favourite, I must admit. Who's favourite to run the race? Let's see who's on track. So, the person I thought was going to win the race is not on the server. It was. I would have said it would have been Mr. Rogers, or he seems to have left. So I do believe now Mr. Van der Voort, who is currently in pole, is the man on a mission, and will end up, I think, walking this race. To be honest, Tommy's been in the 123. 123s as well, but I've also seen Tommy go off track a few times in some of the sessions earlier today when I was trying to set me Streamlabs up, shall I say. There's 16 people now on track, which was a bit better than when I joined because there was only 10. What's different about today? Well, it's on a 5 times multiplier for the time, and it starts at dusk. As you can see, the time is 7:10 PM. Almost real time, that, believe it or not. Or the race will be a 5 times multiplier, so it starts early evening and it ends in the dark. That's actually quite helpful on this track because it's renowned for burning your tyres up. So as the track cools down, the tyres should be okay. The problem is getting your tyres set early on. They're going to last because they will cool down significantly. And as many drivers will confirm, once your tyres go cold on this track, it just becomes a blatant ice rink. Hi Derek. Hi Nikos. Thanks for finding the second stream. The first one went a bit pear-shaped. As I said, I've not done it in a while, so I think with others using the stream as well, and having to create new stream entries, I think it's just it's gone unloved a little bit, shall we say? So I've just tweaked it a little bit just to try and get it better. Yeah, it looks okay. It's running at 4K, so it is a 4K stream, which is brilliant. And hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. So yeah, so the man who I think is going to win this is going to be Mr. Van der Voort. I think as I said, he's going to absolutely walk and annihilate this. No one's going to come close. Laszlo is quick, and Laszlo's also in McLaren, so no surprise there. Melvin and Don have had a good ding dong in a positive way over the last couple of days, so I do think the likes of Melvin, the likes of Don will go well. So what I'm going to do is go to the car of Melvin, and we'll see him go over the start-finish line, and we'll go on board and do a lap with Melvin. This first corner, ideally you want to be on the right and then drift to the left and take the apex as quick as possible, and you'll see the black lines actually tell you to do that. He's looking to try and keep the power on ever so slightly, then start putting the power down now. That's the car to the left again. He's braking around the 2 marker. Depending on the gear you want to take that curb as close to the sausage without hitting as possible. And this one, braking around the 1 and almost coasting round again, getting the car as close to the sausage curb, and then keeping the car right. And around the 200 point marker, brake hard and then take the inside and get the power down halfway around the corner so the car drifts to the right. And coming up here, you can brake anywhere between the 1 and 2 marker, dab on the brakes, get the car moving in, and then cut that corner as much as possible again without hitting the sausage. You hit the sausage and you're a passenger. Go up here as straight as possible. You're braking in the dark section here, and different cars will brake in different places, and you just want to get the car to rotate to the right here really. Get the power down, take a high cut, and then throttle the power all the way around and get the power on at this point. Get the car left, brake around now and take it as close to the apex as possible and put the power down before you exit the apex. Braking around the 200 mark, braking hard and cutting the curb as much as possible without hitting the sausage and getting the power down on your exit out, and then over the start finish line. So this is currently a 120. His best is a 125, and he's bettered his best by a couple of hundredths there. So Melvin definitely on the road going forward. Now someone I haven't seen racing this week much of is Dejan. Is Dejan Pound, as you can see there. Murchie's son has just pulled out a 123.2. We'll sit on board with Dejan a little bit and just see how he does. He races quick, but you'll see his car's a lot more unstable compared to other racers. And you can see there he's really fighting with the wheel. He was never getting around that corner. And this is one thing I've noticed with Dejan when he races. He's extremely quick, but he's on edge, and that edge can take him off track. And that means if you can keep up with him, you've got a passing opportunity. He will catch you again, undoubtedly. So let's just see his lap and how he gets round here. He's taking exactly the same angle there as Melvin. Getting the power down early. I will say the Porsche lets you do that better than the BMW. He's really putting the power down. He's fighting with that wheel. That looks like he's using a game control. The wheel's moving that much. Well, it's not, because obviously it's moving. You can tell it's analog, not digital. Really fighting with it there, going up. I mean, that's a straight patch. He must have really booted it. He's at a bit of over rotation there. He's corrected it. He will have lost time there, and he has. He's lost a couple of tenths there. Again, he's braking. The Porsche brakes a lot later than the Audi, for example. Get the car into the corner. Very deep there. I was going to say that's very deep. He'd be lucky to stay on track. You can see the potentially differences. Hi, John. So the Porsche offers, it's a quick car, but you can push it on the ragged edge, and I think you can see Dayan there is on the ragged edge. So let's jump on board with one of the McLarens, and this is Jeff van der Voort. You can see the steering inputs that Jeff's got are a lot more, I'm not going to say relaxed because they're not. They're certainly not the same sort of battling Dayan's just been doing with the Porsche. You know, there's a degree of level-headedness with the way he's driving the car there. It's coming out the corners, he's straightening the car up, and that's it. There's no fighting with the wheel. And as we saw with Dayan, he seemed to be fighting with the wheel even on the straights. You'll see exactly the same braking points. He'll take the corner exactly the same way. And Jeff is now the fastest man on track with a 123.1 as well. So he's really flying. Stefan Buckley is going forward. I thought he took off then. He's at the top of the corkscrew. How many Porsches are in the race? Very good question, Nikos. I've put the times up because you normally ask for the times, so I'll put the manufacturers on. And as you can see there, we have a single Porsche, and that is Dayan. So that's all we've got. I'll put the best there, and I'll put the gap there. So yeah, we've got Dayan is the only Porsche, and as you can see, Stefan's gone off. Laszlo's moving forward. I thought he was going to spoil that, but he's not. He's 1/10 up at the moment. Niels is 6/10 up, so I'll keep an eye on Niels. Niels is shifting at the moment. 8/10 up is Niels, so he's going for he's looking for he's trying to hit the 124s. And he's coming towards the end of that section. He's half a second up. So he's looking for a 124.5 here is Neil. It's Neil, sorry, Neil Soupier. I will respond to the chat, it's just that chat's on another screen. So obviously I'm focusing on the timing screen and the game itself. So we'll keep looking across. You think so, Nikos? Is that your money on? Is that who your money's on? I'm not convinced, mate. I think Jeff's a much calmer driver, and I think if you look consistency lap after lap after lap, I think Jeff's going to keep the car on track in a safer way. But I could be wrong. I can see Dayan putting in the wall in a couple of places, to be honest, and completely obliterating his car. But we shall see. Let's jump on board with Dayan's father. See how Merch goes. So look at the difference in the wheel inputs again compared to Dayan. Merch is so calm. He's not fighting the car. I know he's in the Aston Martin here, but he's just not fighting the car at all. And the style of driving is one driver looks on the edge and one driver looks calm. I know which car I prefer to be driving. And I am beginning to wonder, is Dayan using something like a PlayStation analog controller or an Xbox analog controller? Because it was very, very erratic in comparison to Merch, as you can see here. Yeah, I mean, he's having to correct, but we all have to correct in them corners, so I'm not going to say he's overdriving the car there. He's got that exit spot on. Godard's just moved up a couple of places. We've got final minute of qualifying. The old money's on Jeff, Derek. Yeah, I think I do think Jeff's a possible here, and Merch has spoiled his lap. Let's go on board with Don Queen, who's in the Audi. So the Audi, as I said, I'm going to change my setup for Saturday just for stability reasons. I'm not nearly looking at it from a speed perspective. I'm writing this track off, but you know, there's certain tracks the Audi does well in. It's funny because last week everyone was bleating on about, oh, can't keep up with our Audi on the straights. You know, the Audi's walking away with it. It's going to get bopped. No, it's not. Over the course of the tracks, I think it all evens itself out. So the Porsche was really quick at Kota, and the Porsche is really quick here. But if anything, I think the Porsche is the one that's going to get bopped. But we'll see. I think when you see one car leading the way on a track, you're going to complain about it. When the BMW first came out, it was great on every single track, and then they homed it in and it made a massive impact. So I think from that perspective, you know, it's I think the cars seem relatively balanced at the moment. The Honda's looking quick, but I think it depends if Mr. Saunders is behind the wheel or not, because he can get a lot out of that car compared to others. BMW doesn't seem as quick on certain tracks, but wait till you get to the likes of Hungaroring, where I think the BMW is going to come into its own. Bentley's the Bentley, doesn't really change. You know, we're on board with Tommy there, who's in the Bentley. It just seems to be consistent. I'm not going to say quick, but it seems to be consistent everywhere. I think the Aston, which Merche's in, is a dead duck now, unfortunately. The season I raced it, I think, was at the peak of its performance. So I managed to do well out of it as a result of that. The McLaren is consistent. Right, so we're going to do... see if all my buttons work and I can get the grid work today. Still sounds good, the Aston, but it just sounds a little bit of a dead dog now. So, let's go to my usual intro. Nope, that shouldn't be there. That should be there one. Okay, so back on target. So you can see the grid walk here. We've got Dayan in the Porsche, who managed to claim pole. Jeff in the McLaren. We've then got Tommy in the Bentley, and we've got Laszlo in the McLaren. We've then got Niels in the Bentley and Merche in the Aston. Then got Don Harvey in the BMW, and we've got Richard Mackay in the Audi. We've then got Don McQueen in the Audi. And we have a Lamborghini, which is Stefan Buckley, Melvin Garland in the BMW, Terry Howard in the Audi, then got the BMW of Jaime Goddard, and Benny Heim, who's in the Lexus, the only Lexus on the grid, and then following up at the back, we've got Krista in the BMW, and we've got Mr. Sousa, who's just try and get my mouse back. You know what it's like trying to get the mouse back, and I've got it. Okay, so let me change to the Helicam. And we'll go to the front. And hopefully we're ready to go. Hi, Mark. A bit of a refreshment there. A nice ice cold juice. There we go. We're rolling again. Bit of a funny one, Laguna Seca, because you seem to have to do half the track to get going, and some of the tracks are a lot longer, and you start a little bit less down, so I'm not too sure what that's about. You know, you've got quite a trek, unless it forces everyone through the hairpin, just to the corkscrew, just so you can enjoy yourself, I suppose. T1's always a predicament here, whether you get tapped or you get a spin. So we've seen a couple of incidents in the last few races where, you know, there's been one or two very slight taps, but it's been chaotic for the drivers who've been tapped. So I think it'd be interesting to see just how we get through this. I do expect Dayan and Jeff, Tommy and Laszlo to shoot off into the distance. I think Niels and Merche will probably start falling behind quite quickly. Coming down the straight now. Everyone's getting themselves in position. Any second now, we'll be good to go. You can see Dayan's already making a good bit of ground, and that's it. The lights have gone green. and off. So you can see there's a lot of cars bunching up. We've got a BMW going down, and I'm not too sure whether that was a legal pass actually, because he had actually crossed the white line. But looking at it, everyone's got through. Fine there. I think that was Niels who made the good start, but actually passed off track. I will have to check that, because I'm sure in the likes of proper racing, you're not allowed to enter the pit exit lane as you start the race. And he clearly made a gain by being off track. That is, I believe that's off limits, but there has been contact. Car 222 has made contact with something, but I think it was a bit more of a love tap, because Melvin is where I think Melvin started actually, or thereabouts. But this is where I think the battles are going to be. And you can see there, the Audi's going up the inside. I get past Don. Right before, that's a risky move. But both drivers, fair dues to them. We don't want Don to spin out, and this is a great little battle. Don's going around the outside. That's took a bit of courage there, but he's going to put himself... And there's the contact. Don and Terry. Yeah, I think we'll just go back and have a quick look at that. So Don was very slow here. Terry made a good move up the inside. I don't know why Terry gave in there, actually, because he had the line. Seemed to give Don a lot of respect there. Don's gone down the outside. They've gone together. You can see there, Don's definitely made ground. Don's in front, but he's gone wide there and inconvenienced himself. I do think Don started coming back across the track as a result of spinning there. You can get over rotation there, and the car will go to the left. And in that respect, it just meant he's a bit of a passenger. So, yeah, I think Terry's a bit unfortunate there. But Terry will have fun coming through the field. And we can see now we've got Krista on Melvin. So Krista's in the blue and turquoise BMW, and Melvin's in his usual red, white and blue liveried one. And you can see we've got another one behind that, Andy Goddard in the black BMW. Yeah, that corner in the Audi, if you put the power down in the wrong place, it will force the car to the left-hand side. And if there's someone there, you're just going to hit them. And I believe that's what happened, especially on cold tyres. It would have exacerbated the situation there. So you can see he's not gone off this time, so he was able to do it. But Melvin's now catching on Don. I don't believe Don's got a lot of damage from that because it was a side impact. Richard's gone off track, if I can catch him. Let's see what Richard's done. Has he come round? Yerpin and just got it wrong. He's got it right there. So far, so good. I think he's done the same as Don. He's got the power down, coming out of this bit. No, he's not. It's this corner he's got wrong then, perhaps. Yeah, that's another one. Over-rotating to the wall. He got away with that. But yeah, he got a bit of a snap. And he was lucky he spun where he did, because he doesn't make any contact with anybody else. We got very lucky there. And you can see he's plumb at the back. Let's just go to the front, because there is still a bit of racing going on at the front. And as you can see here, we've got Dayan being closely followed by Jeff. Interesting. I mean, if you've not got auto light switched on this game, which I think you shouldn't have really, because it's meant to be as accurate sim as possible, you've got to remember to switch your lights on when it goes dark, otherwise you get a penalty. And I think those who have auto light switched on, it's like auto start engine. It's a bit of a cheat really. I mean, I have it auto start, sorry, manual start, manual ignition, and Jeff's got a cracking run here, but the Audi's got grunt, have all manual lights and everything, and it feels more authentic. I know not everyone does that. But you need to make sure you've got the right buttons to do it. Having the wrong button or pressing the wrong button could easily cause you a problem. You can see there, Jeff's just done a fastest lap just to keep close to Dayan. He's fighting with it, Jeff, there, by the looks of it. Goes a bit wide, will lose a bit of traction. Will allow Dayan just to move away a little bit. I'm just looking at the times. There's a lot of near battles going on. I'm tempted to jump to the back at the moment because this one's a bit further back. I'm going to go to this little battle of the 3 cars. I'll keep an eye on that battle of the front. The gap's about a second at the moment between the guys at the front. There's 2 battles going on, actually. We've got this one, Don and Laszlo. And Laszlo's gone very deep, giving Don the opportunity. And that's both Stefan and Don have managed to pass Laszlo because Laszlo was in front of them. But yeah, that was good timing. Couldn't have asked for that better. Just actually managing to get to the incident. Benny's gone off in the Lexus. Let's just see what Benny's done. Has he had an instant? Because there is a car behind him, which is Terry. Or has he just got it wrong? So Terry's flying into that corner. Oh, he's on the grass. That's a passenger. He's brushed the wall. He'll get away with that light damage. He needs to be careful with his rejoin. 2 cars coming up, which is Sousa and McKay. And both of them managed to bypass him. Excellent stuff. So back to Mr. Howard, who's now gaining on these 3 cars after him falling foul of... There he goes. He made the move on Jaime. That's very close, but it's a very good move. He doesn't want to hit that curb in the Audi. It hates curbs. Yeah, and it looks like he's got the better of the BMW now. I think we'll see Terry start pulling in on Krista. Whoa! And Goddard's hit the curb. He got away with that one, did Goddard. Just hit that little sausage curb. We know we don't like the sausages. Might be alright on a dinner plate, but they're not alright under a car wheel. Melvin's putting pressure on Don Queen. So this is the BMW on the Audi. I think the Audi's the quicker car, but the BMW's got the grip and the traction. So I think if Melvin can keep it together in the corners, I think he'll set himself up a nice pass into the corners, but he won't get him on the straight. The Audi's just too quick in a straight line. Terry Howard's off. What's happened with Terry? That's terminal. He's gone to the pits. After making a great pass, he's fine there. Has he hit the curb? Has the sausage gone under his wheel? No. He's just over-rotated. Oh, he's hit the wall. Yeah. And Benny's also got off as well. He's just recovering. So there's offs everywhere. Let's go back to Laszlo. Laszlo's putting pressure back on Don, who managed to get him going up to the corkscrew. Tommy's off, and Tommy's now falling foul. So what's happened to Tommy there? Tommy was making good progress, actually. You can see him behind Merche there. Now, is this everybody getting the tyre pressures wrong because of the cold? The temperature dropping. You can see it's getting darker. It's fine there. Oh, it's the sausage. Say they're good on your plate, but not on your wheel. And that'll have damaged his car, and he's lost successive places there now. So Don Harvey is now putting pressure on Stefan in the Lamborghini. Stefan's going a bit deep there into the sand, but it's in a position where he can hold his position. He can retain where he is on track. We can see now Don's going to get a great run. Is he going to be able to outbrake him into the corner? I'm not too sure, to be honest, but we shall see. Laszlo's looking tasty there as well. He's looking for the morsels at the back. If it all kicks off here and one of the cars goes off, you can see then another shade of darkness has just dropped down on the track. It's definitely getting darker. He's very lucky there. They're both, the 2 rear cars were very close to that sausage, whereas Stefan clearly made the sausage there and bypassed it. He's got a good run up here, the BMW now. And we've got 916s off, which is Richard again. Richard's gone off in the final corner, lead onto the straight. He's gone very, very deep as Richard, and he's sitting off track at the moment. So there'll be yellow flags in that area as we speak and get round to that corner. But a great run here has done. Oh, that was inevitable. Stefan wasn't giving in. You can see Stefan wanted to maintain a position. Clear your head, Don. Wait for the position to be passed. If you're faster, you'll get him. Don't try and force it. I think when a car's in the middle of the track in a place like that, forcing it's the wrong thing to do. You will get him on the straight up the inside. Just stick on this a little bit at the moment. see now the sun's well and truly setting. That Lambo's really taken the defensive line. You can see how close he's keeping it to the side. And I'd say that BMW's braking really gently there. He's not late braking because he can't. Stefan's taking his time in the corners. That sounds defensive. Good exit there for both of them. BMW does look quicker at this point. Got the power down well there. Need to get the power down early, because if Stefan makes a mistake here, he's for the taking. And Merch is just in front of them. He's very slow through there, Stefan, actually. That's much better bright driving that from Don. He's really thinking about where he's going to take. He's got a good run there. And that's not a passing place normally, but he can get a sweep up the inside here. Is he going to make it? Because it has got a pass in it, but Stefan's very defensive here. And this is now opening up Laszlo to attack Don as well. Very late on the braking there, Don. He really wants to go for it here. There's the view from the Lamborghini. You see the cars chasing him down as the night sky darkens. Oh, that was very close. He opened the door for Laszlo there. So these two are now battling out for the next corner. Don's got the inside line. He's going to take it. No contact. Don's going to keep the line. And there was contact with Stefan, actually. It has registered contact. I think he just caught the wing there. Hi, Morris. I don't think this is a case of if. I think it's a case of when. If I'm being honest here. But you can just see how close both Don and Laszlo, and in fact we've now got another car. Tommy is joining the party in the background. This is giving Merche a bit of a breathing space as well, because he is starting to pull away a little bit as Merche. I think now Stefan's becoming a bit of a cork in the bottle. Same move as before. This time Laszlo's got the pass done. He's braking late, but he broke too late and it's pushed his car wide. That's allowed Laszlo to now have a challenge. Don's not giving in and Tommy's not giving in. So we've now got a four-way battle to attack Stefan here. And I do think Don's struggling a little bit here, because Tommy's all over him. Look at that. You can even see the exhaust glowing when get around the corner. If you can just see the side of Tommy's car, you can just see the exhaust is glowing at the side. Fantastic the way the game works. The level of detail is phenomenal. You get to see it, you'll see what I mean. You just see there's a glow at the side where the exhausts are flying. Oh, Tommy's made a bit of a boo-boo there. Goddard's off. Don't know what's happened with Goddard. Let's have a see what Goddard's done. That was T1, I think. Yep. Yeah, as T4 got him, and he's hit the sausage. There's one sausage hit. There you go. That's exactly what I thought he'd done. Actually, he's done it a little bit sooner than I thought. He's done it in T3 rather than T4. He's lucky he's got away with that. Let's go back to Laszlo. And let's go to the rear cam of Stefan's car, just so we can see exactly what's going on. Hi, Chris. Obviously, we've had a bit of an incident there. I was looking at the stream. Let's go back and look at that again. I was looking at the chat, so my apologies. And I think the view I had wasn't the best view there. Oh, Laszlo's not going to go for a dive. He's gone for a dive. Now he's got the place back. You can just see, though, Laszlo's... I'm not too sure what's happened with Stefan there. Stefan seems to have lost a lot of time. Stefan's pitted. He's obviously not happy with that. As Stefan. That's cheesed him off a little bit, I should imagine. And we can see now, if we go to the back of Don's car, he's got a train behind him as well. So these little battles are all over the place. The gap at the front, by the way, Jeff is leading. I missed that pass, but Jeff is leading. He's 3 seconds clear of Dayan. That's probably as a result of a bit of an off. But he's still on track. We've got Dayan will not give up. He'll keep the pressure on Jeff, but Jeff, as we know, is a quick driver, so I think Jeff has got this well and truly nailed. Niels is in 3rd place at the moment. Merch is slightly gaining on Niels, but I think the Bentley's got the Aston around here. And Mr. Sousa's off. Let's see where he is. Helicam. No, he's gone off in the... he's come up the left-hander and hit the curb, I think. The battles have died down a little bit. So Tommy's homing in on Don. As we saw, Tommy did go wide a little bit before. Laszlo's off. Laszlo's gone to the pit. What happened with Laszlo? Because he was doing great at one point. He's come around the corner. He's got that one done. Has he hit our friend Mr. Sausage? No, he's fine there. Oh, wow. That's tyre's gone off, surely. That's a really bizarre one to go there. Interesting. Thought he'd hit the Sucison then. Oh, I thought I'd switched to someone then, but it's gone back to the pits. Yeah, Tommy back on Don. Sousa's off again. Yeah, I don't know whether the darkness is now causing problems with the sausage, but to be fair, if you're inside the car, you know, you've got a good view. There's no excuse you can't see your braking points because you can see everything quite clearly. So, you know, your braking points don't change just because it's dark. And Tommy's now made a pass on Don. Don's made a mistake. Let's watch that again. I think Don's outbroke himself. He shows he was going slow. So all I can think of is Don's gone off track and gone a little bit deep, and that's why Tommy's got him. He's a little bit deep there, but he's not going slow. He's trying to defend. Ah, that's where he's done it. I thought he'd gone off track somewhere. He's managed to not rotate the car though, so he will be able to carry on and live to fight another day. Meanwhile, in 7th place, being quiet, is Mr. Garland. He's just getting on with it. He's going to have a battle with Don Queen. I think I mentioned this before. I'm sure. Oh no, I think it was Melvin and Donna said, wasn't it? Don Harvey, sorry, not Don Queen. But, you know, same name, I'll take that. Okay, nice lines through there, Melvin. Melvin's obviously got used to this track significantly. I'm not too sure whether he likes the night time actually as well. It's quite interesting the fact that Melvin's driving at night. Must have had his car set up really well. Hi Terry. Hope everything's alright, Chris. Oh, I thought Don was going to make a pass then, but he got really out of shape. Dayan's had a bit of a mare. Yeah, he's off track. Now that means Niels is catching him. So Niels is now only 3 seconds behind. Can we see Niels coming around any corners anywhere? No, we can't. So he's not that quick. He's only 3 seconds behind, but I'd have expected to have seen a car there. And again, he's going off track quite a lot here. Meanwhile, at the front, let's go to the far chase cam, where we get to see the cars better. Jeff is having it all his own way by the looks of it. He's just getting on with it. Ooh, doesn't want to hit that sausage though. He could easily end his race hitting that sausage. And got that corner spot on. He's not easing off. His lap times are phenomenal. He's still doing 123s, 124s. So the darkness isn't affecting Jeff. And you can see now there's a back marker. He's catching a back marker up in front of him. And I had to guess. I'm going to say that's that. Oh, it's Mr. Heim, Bernard Heim. Bernard Heim, for those who don't know, is Benny Homestead. Heard Melvin was going to the greengrocers for some carrots. Okay. Yeah, he's gated on the cars in front quite quickly there as back markers, isn't he? Don's starting to put pressure back on Melvin again, but I'm not too sure whether Melvin has got it under control or not, because as I said, Melvin's car looked planted really well. Now the temperatures have dropped significantly, so when the temperatures are now 17 degrees on track, so the tyres will need to be warm, otherwise it'll be like driving on ice, and that's why I think some of the cars have gone off. They haven't done any testing in the conditions. He just seems so easy and no problem at all, isn't it? Let's see how he's handling the car internally. Any struggling? Is he getting good response? Any back end flip outs? No. Again, look how straight he's keeping the steering. Nice and calm. Keeping to his normal braking point, getting the car turned in. Nice and easy. Power down. And he's gaining quite quickly on Benny there. We do have a driver. McKay's now quit. But I think he made a mistake earlier on. Oh! Oh, he managed to pull that one out of the bag. Woo! That was nearly straight into the good old wall of the corkscrew. And yeah, Mr. Heim there going a little bit deep, leaving a dust storm in his wake. Right, I'm going to go back to Don Queen now, because Don Queen is right up the jacksie of Melvin again. That Audi screaming its head off, trying to get that BMW. He just got that corner a little bit wrong. You could just see his entry to that corner was wrong then. I think Melvin did get it right and pulled away a little bit, so it's all about... I found as the race went on, the Audi's brakes got worse here, and you can see there he's really struggling to stop it. I can vouch for that. That's exactly what I was encountering. And, basically, Melvin lives to fight another day. He's in 7th. His lap times are... his last lap was down on Don by 3/10. But other than that, everything does seem to be quite decent. Quick look at the timetables. You can see there. Gap's quite clear. Also the cars that are on track at the moment as well. Don's actually up on his lap time here. He seems to have got to grips with it. His tyres may have come into play actually. He does seem to have a bit more grip through them corners. He's 2/10 up on his best. Don Harvey's off. So does this mean we're going to see two cars catching him now? I mean, the gap between Don and Melvin is quite large. But he went wide then, did Don. Let's go back to this battle. Again, both cars through there. All the sparks coming up off the back of the Audi. Oh, Melvin with a great big twitch there. Give loads of space back to Don. Melvin really battling with the car coming through that corner. So is this Melvin's tyres just starting to lose the traction now? Both in that corner superbly, fair to say. Now that Audi's looking quick there, isn't it? It looks like it's got teeth on it. It looks like it's ready to munch him. Good fighting. Good clean fighting. Great clean fighting. Look at that. And he's made the pass. Excellent that by Don. Merche has gone off. He's recovering. And Dayan is back within 3 seconds of Jeff. Dayan is flying. His last lap was nearly a second quicker than Jeff. Dayan is now on a mission, I think. Melvin is still putting pressure on Don. This battle isn't done. And I think if Don makes a mistake, Melvin's going to pounce further. You can see the Audi's just stretching its legs on the fast parts of the track, which is something we've already commented on. And they've now got a back marker coming into the mix. Mr. Sousa, is he going to get out of the way? He's usually quite good. He's coming up to the straight, so I should imagine he'll get to the straight and he'll pull over on the straight. But it could impact and influence this little battle. He's all right at the moment. He's well in front. He will be getting blue flags. Not that you'll see them. But I do expect Mr. Sousa to pull over now and let them both by. And there you go. He's gone to the left. As expected. Spot on, Mr. Sousa. And Merche is in the pits. So, have we missed it? What's happened to Merche? He's made a decision to pit. Now, I'm not seeing any penalties come up. And it looks like he's gone in that pit very quick. He could get a drive through there. I'm wondering whether his tyres are wrong and he's completely got his tyres, the temperature's wrong, because he's going to lose a lot of time now there. Yeah, let's go back to Melvin again, who's still putting pressure. There's still 24 minutes, 23 minutes to go. Hi, Laszlo. Yeah, we could see sparks, Chris. You saw them before from the Audi as it dropped down. Let's see if we get them here from the BM. Oh, look at that. Right on cue. There's your sparks. And if I was on track or Roger was on track, it'd be marks and sparks. Boom. Now Merch is coming back out. Well, I think Merch has probably pumped his tyres up a little bit and had some damage repaired there. That's what I'd have guessed. Now I'm going to the front because Dayan has pulled another second off, and he was 1.2 seconds quicker the last lap, and did manage the fastest lap. And you can see now that in front of him is Jeff, so he's managed to pull Jeff back here. I wonder how long it's going to take before he manages to overhaul. Jeff, if at all he can overhaul Jeff. He might not be able to. I'm going back to Melvin because this battle is the battle that keeps on giving. And you can see the glow of the exhausts on the side of the car. So you can see the glow just behind the front wheels on the BMW. And you'll see little flames coming out. Are we going to see the sparks? No, both managed to get over there without any sparks. Melvin is not giving up. What a great battle him and Don are having. Everyone will be sweating after this. Yeah, Don's definitely quicker through that section though. Seen that a few laps now. Both take the corner very well, actually, though. Almost carbon copies. Right, Dayan's getting closer, so I'm going to jump back to that battle. The Dayan's took another couple of tenths out, and that last lap, he was still quicker than Jeff, but Jeff has upped his game a little bit. Hi, Peter. Hi, Stefan. Yeah, Merch has gone off a few times. I've not seen him lag on the screen as such, but that's not to say, you know, the lag was an issue there. And yeah, he had a stop and go, so he did have a speed in. I said he got into the pits too quick. He's just cleared his stop and go now, and he's coming out the pits yet again. At least he knows what the pit lane looks like. And Dayan is now took another 3 tenths out of Jeff's time. Although Jeff again through these corners just has pulled away a little bit. Melvin and Don still at it. Not giving up these two. Been nose to tail all race. Dejan's made a big impact in that last couple of seconds. In fact, I'm going to go to the front because I don't know if Jeff made a mistake, but Dejan gained literally 8/10 in a couple of corners. Much quicker. So, battles of the McLaren versus the Porsche. Oh, he doesn't want to do that, Dejan. Could easily over-rotate the car into the following side, but look at the braking difference. Just managed to keep it together there as Jeff. Melvin's now... gap's just dissipated a little bit between Don and Melvin. Melvin's just starting to fall back a touch. Krista's gone off. Yeah, Krista's looks like he's called it time on his race. He's in the soil. He's in the dirt. Sorry, I wanted to go to that car, didn't I? Yeah. Krista's still going, but no, Krista's... Oh no, Krista's pitted now. So I don't know. I think Krista may have hit the wall. I would have done a replay, but I don't want to miss this battle. Tommy's got 10 seconds to catch Niels up, and then he can claim the third place on the podium at the moment. Just holding at bay now, isn't he? He just seems to have got it sorted a little bit. Look at them sparks. Boom, as it hits the floor. Reflection of the brake lights on the ground. Again, more sparks coming through there. So he's pushing Jeff. Really pushing. That Porsche on the braking's phenomenal. Seems to get the power down really well as well. Pound of pit lane toss. He's making a killing. He's holding him off. Melvin's back behind back behind Don again. These two are still at it. I'll keep my eye on the other one, don't worry, Jeff and Dejan. I am keeping my eye on that. If there's any breaking news, I'll quickly switch to it. Melvin looking racy here. Great battling. Great battling. Melvin's managed to get... I wonder if Don's brakes at tyres have started to go off now and Melvin's have come into play. Because Melvin was so quick through that last sector. Really kept Don on his toes there. I can back that up, Stefan. Yesterday I couldn't get around corners with rear damage. Yeah, the BMW through the corners now is mullering the Audi. Look at the difference there. It's really taking it to the Audi in the corners. The Audi's really struggling now. And the other thing as well is when the tyres start to go, the Audi really starts to struggle getting the power down out the corners. Krista's coming back out the pits again. Dejan's still just under a second behind Jeff, so I am keeping an eye on that one. This is the battle that keeps on giving though, this one. Look at the braking. I mean, Melvin's fantastic through that corner. Right, switch to the front. Breaking news. Dejan is all over the back. Let's see if his steering wheels... Whoa! What the hell? I really didn't expect that. See if his steering's erratic as it was before. He's tried to do a dive bomb, hasn't he? Steering's it's not as erratic as before in qualifying. But it sent you dizzy in qualifying, that wheel before. Seems to be fighting with the car a hell of a lot though. Oh, someone's took a sign out and put it in the middle of the track. Let's give Jeff a bit of breathing space, that. So we're going to go back then to Melvin and Don. Not giving up these two guys, are they? Yeah, Don's just got that last sector sorted there. Mr. Sousa's gone wide. And that's give Murch a position back now. So Murch is now into 10th place. After his pit lane tours. And we've got a spinner. Spinner. Chicken dinner. Niels went off track. He managed to maintain it actually. He started to spin and rotate, but he's managed to keep it. He has lost time though. And Tommy is gaining on him. Tommy's took 3 seconds out of him. So Tommy could still claim 3rd place on the podium. Both in the Bentley. So very, very evenly matched. Let's go back to the front battle, which is the battle, another battle that's starting to keep on giving. Melvin is again up the jacksie of Don. He's just lost time there. He basically lost half a second through that sector. Which is a significant amount of time, and he's continuing to lose time actually. Seems to stabilise a little bit now. Yeah, he's quicker through that sector, definitely quicker through that sector. McLaren seems faster through the second sector, whereas the Porsche is quicker through the final sector. As you can see there, he gains quite a lot. Jeff going a little bit deeper there. Won't compromise him too much because he's got enough in front of him. He's really trying to put pressure on him, isn't he? He's trying to force a mistake out of Jeff. Quite an odd thing to do that. He's quite a decent driver, Jeff, in relation to consistency. We've seen him do really well in many races because of his consistency. He's got 11 minutes to keep him at bay. Is he going to do it? Tommy's not really making impact into Niels. Niels is on his fastest lap at the moment. No. And Goddard's pitted, so I think Goddard's had enough. Ooh, Porsche really jumped down that curb, then you can see it. The front just seemed to drop off like a cliff. This is where the Porsche is quick under braking. This last little bit of a corner. And he still manages to make it round. He's got great braking into that corner. Don't know how he's doing it. He seems to get the car to turn in as well. There's a car coming out the pits there. I just saw, yeah, Andy Goddard coming, Jaime Goddard coming out the pits. This is looking tasty. Tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. Dejan, I think, led this race, made a mistake, and Van der Voort passed him. But it now looks like Dejan is looking to gain his position back towards the end with 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Melvin's still on the rear of Don. They're not giving up. A bit wide there, Jeff. Bit wide. He's forcing Dayan into a... Oh, now. Oh, is Dayan off? Oh, I thought Dayan had gone into the wall then. He seemed to go right as he come down the bend. I mean, he did make contact there. That contact's definitely been recorded. He was very hot into the corkscrew, but he's... if he's deliberately allowed Van der Voort to move forward there, fair dues to him. You know, it's easy to have a go at someone when they just don't seem to give a monkeys, but I think he's realised he pushed Jeff off the racing line there when Jeff had the racing line, and whether it's intentional or not, it appears he's allowed him to regain his position. So there was no gain as a result of the contact. But yeah, that Porsche is now starting to look in a league of its own a little bit from a stability perspective. But the pace on it, it's very quick up here as well. You can see he's gaining up here. Now Jeff's gone very defensive again. But this time Dayan realises he doesn't want to make contact and he waits. With shards of sprinkles of sparks there a couple of times. Both still at it. This is where we get great braking out the Porsche. The battle commences. Look at that exhaust on the Porsche. The glow from the exhaust is fantastic. Look at that. Like it's got a trail of lights at the bottom. Love little effects like that. Goes to show how much they've thought about the game. Look, 12 cars on track. Melvin's still keeping up with Don, but the battle's just dissipated for a little bit, I presume, while they just take a breather. Tommy's down to 6 seconds with Niels now. So he's managed to take another second or so out. That could get interesting on the last couple of laps. 2 wide Bentleys on track. Great little battle this. We had 2 good battles to follow all around, to be fair. Don and Melvin, and this one, yeah, Melvin's now 1.3 seconds behind. These 2 are not giving up though. He's got a good run this time, Dayan there. Very good run. Looks like there's been a bit of a mistake from the McLaren as well. He twitched. The McLaren, that's the first time the McLaren's gone defensive to stop the shoot up the inside. That's the first time I've seen Jeff go defensive there now. Could be wrong, but I'm sure that's the first time. And he's really trying to put pressure on Jeff now, is Dayan. Very good, respectful racing, to be fair. Cheers, Mark. Both said it at the same time to a degree. Yeah, it looks stunning. Just managed to pull a little bit away there. So quick up there. Oh, Jeff's gone a bit deep. That compromised him. Oh no! Has that put Dayan off? So just as Jeff made a mistake, so did Dayan at the same time. I think Dayan got concerned Jeff was going to spin back across as a form of over-rotation, and it's just put him off. So I'm going to go back to the battle that keeps on giving. Melvin and Don. Need to think about driver of the day, guys. Hi, Rob. The I personally think we're looking at, well, there's a choice for these two have been fantastic, and I'm half personally thinking we do 2 drivers of the day, and it's these 2 guys, because whereas we've seen Dayan and Jeff have great racing, they're fast guys. These guys are usually mid-pack, but you don't usually see them racing like this for the full race. They've been at this for most of the race, and they aren't giving in, and the racing's been clean. There might have been nudges here and there, but, you know, Rubbin's racing and all that. I've not seen it, either of them take anybody out where they force them off track. So, I think we can do 2 driver of the days. I think they've been phenomenal, the pair of them, for entertainment. Dayan is closing back up on Jeff again, so the last lap could be very interesting. Are we going to see a Dayan dive? I say Don's doing very well in that Audi to keep it on track. I'm going to be switching to Dayan in a second. I know this is a close battle, but that one's going to be very close as well. Melvin there just getting his braking a little bit wrong, unless he's trying to take a different angle into the corner, perhaps. Dayan's last lap was a 1:23.6. He was nearly 2 seconds faster than Jeff. I don't know whether Jeff's got tyre problems now, and Dayan's still got great tyres on his Porsche. And I'm going to it now. Here we go. He looks very close here. So much speed in that Porsche going up there. He's trying to force away. He's trying to force away. They've got back markers coming up now. This is going to get really tasty. Was that contact? No contact there. It looked contact, but there's been no contact registered. He's so fast here, Dayan. He's going to get him on the outside here. Is he? Is he? I will say Jeff's got the braking point. Has he made it? No, he's not. Whoa, that was contact, I believe. I'll wait for that to come through. Jeff's gone very defensive again. Not recorded as contact again. It looks like they might have avoided it. Great racing. And they've caught up to Melvin and Dom. So we've got 4 cars battling it out now indirectly. The same piece of track with 1 minute to go. Oh, there's Melvin letting them go, and Don will have to do the same. So what Melvin needs to do is just make sure the gap between him and Don doesn't get too far. And yeah, Melvin eased off there, you can see. And poor Sousa's going to be in the shedding for here. Whoa, whoa! Fantastic! And Dayan, has he made it? Has he made it? Let's go back and just rewatch that. That was fantastic. So they've passed Melvin. They've come up the left-hander, coming up the hill. Don's getting alongside Sousa. Don realises they're behind him. Sousa realises they're behind him. Don's gone wide. They just managed to get past, and they go through the pair of them. Like a knife through butter. Wow. Great, great racing. And clean as well. Not one piece of contact. Sousa's gone very deep into that corner. And here we go, final lap. Wow! Great entertainment. Great entertainment. How they both got away with that through them 2 cars. Unbelievable. Dayan's walking away now, isn't he? He's not giving up Jeff. His tyres, he's really pushing his tyres though there. I think Dayan's just got too much for him, unless Dan has a big off now. Was that the red arrows? That was absolutely stunning. That to watch that real time was stunning. And we see first and second place, Dejan Paunov claiming first place. What a fantastic battle he's had. He saved the best till last. And congratulations to him and to Jeff van der Voort. What an awesome battle. Niels is 2 seconds ahead of Tommy. So Tommy did manage to bring some space back to the reduce the space down, but it wasn't enough to claim third place. So unless Niels bins it here now, really, Tommy's gone deep there anyway. So that'll probably put a bit of a spin on things there, unfortunately. But oh, Niels hits the curb, the sausage. He's obviously feeling a bit hungry and wants a bit of sausage. And he takes it round, and he's going to claim third. A good race there, Niels. And mounts that curb on the way around as well. Doesn't want to spin it going around the corner. He could lose it here. That'd be hilarious. There you go. There you go. He's don't understand why you do that, but never mind. Oh, well, everyone's registered now. Don's just got to come over the line in 5th place. The final finish positions are as follows. First place, Dejan Paunov. Second place, we've added it. Oh, I've got Jeff van der Voort here. Sorry, ignore that. It's what wasn't displaying correctly. My apologies. So Jeff van der Voort, Niels Houpier, Tommy Hellstrom, Don Harvey, Don Queen, Melvin Garland, Benny Heim, Merch Paunov, Jaime Goddard, Manuel Sousa, and Krista Hjort. I hope you enjoyed that race, guys. Woof. Take care and enjoy yourself, and hopefully see you on the next race.